But when you're talking about mist there, that's certainly in the Irish tradition. It's one of the ways that the fairy people in Ireland are called the Tuatha Danann, and they're full size. But part of this idea that they've been, that fairies are small is comes from a like the with the very mental way of thinking about things, and the industrialization and the sort of move away from magic. It's almost like, well, let's make them small because then they're manageable. Then
I think
they're less
fairies are
than.
not manageable. They cannot be managed, right? Yeah.
No, no, no. But one of the things that's kind of commonly known is that they move in the mist. So they sort of put the mist out in front of them so they can do whatever they're going to do. But it's taken very seriously here. Like, there are certain trees that you see them in the middle of a field, and the field is completely clear, and there'll be one tree in the middle of the field, and they'll plow around it. They won't go near it because that's a fairy tree. And they've had motorways diverted around trees or fairy mounds or whatever. And there's
Here in the United
all
States, we don't have enough of that sense of the sort of and the sacredness of the land, right? We don't have enough of a sense of like, no, that particular tree is important enough. You need to build the road to move around it. And I think it's, we've had African, indigenous American Indian culture, and there's a lot of folklore and myth about the land from them, but so much of that culture and language has been lost that it hasn't really, it's largely lost to American sense of place.